Okay, so we're going to get on to our first section of sending an automated email out. And the first one is the welcome automated email. Now, this is a relatively new feature in MailChimp, and it's designed mainly to replace the final welcome email that we get in the form builder. So I'm just going to go back to show you what that was like. I'll open it in a different window. Go to audience. Just drop down to sign up forms, and we'll go to the form builder, and we will look at the final welcome email. And as you can see, this is kind of what the final welcome email is going to look like. And the only thing we've got to change here is we can change the logo, of course, and we can change what's in this text box. Apart from that, it doesn't give us much design options at all. It gives people the information that they've submitted. It gives them an unsubscribe option. And that's pretty much it. We can put text in there, and yes, you can add an image in there as well. But the design options are very, very limited. Okay, so if we go to create, and we go to email, and we go to automated, we've got this welcome new subscribers. So when people do subscribe, if we set up this welcome new subscribers, it automatically comes up with single welcome email, which we'll keep as a name. And we can see we've got this kind of like, it's getting familiar now, this kind of window that we've got where we put our settings in for our emails and campaigns. So we've got who it sends to, we've got who it's from, what the subject is, and the content of the email. So let's go through it in order. So what can we do in the edit, delay, and recipients? The options we've got are very limited. We've got the delay we've got is immediately, 1 hour, 6 hours, or 1 day later. So basically, when somebody subscribes, you can delay how soon this email goes out. So you could make it wait a day, you could make it wait 6 hours, or you can send it out immediately. The option for trigger when you import subscribe contacts is basically if somebody's not actually signing up online, but you're importing a list of contacts. So if you've been to an event, you've collected a load of contacts, you've got them in an Excel sheet, and you import them like we discussed in the importing and exporting module. With this unticked, those people that are imported will not get the welcome email. If we select that, we can see this changes. Just do that quickly again, so as you can see, just here. After they join or are imported to LexiArt. So it's recommended, I think, depending on what your business uses are, it's recommended that you probably turn that on so that, if you do import people into your list, then they get the welcome sequence or the welcome email as well. So we'll save that. So that's all the options we've got for the delay in the recipients. We can't change it to go to a segment or anything like that. That literally goes to anybody who signs up for our list, no matter where they sign up, whether it's any form on our website, any of the built-in forms, a MailChimp landing page, wherever they sign up, literally they become a new subscriber, and this email will go out to them. If you don't want that to go out, then we need to do segmented automations, which this module is not for. This is just for the single welcome email that goes out to everybody, okay? Now what we've got here as well is from, so we can edit the from details. And again, this is just like the normal email. This is the details that are taken from your list settings. So if your list settings aren't correct, then you need to go in and change your list settings. And just to remind you where that is, go to audience and make sure you're on the audience that you want to change, and go down to settings, audience name, audience name and defaults, and there's your default from name, and that's where you can change that. That's your default from email address. and you can even put a default email subject in as well. We're not going to change any of that for now. Let's just get on with the automation. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. Subject. It's pre-put in. Thanks for joining us. We think you'll like it here. So I'm just going to change that. Thank you for joining Lexi Media News letter. We think you'll like it here. Yeah, let's just leave it at that for now, but you can change that. And then when it comes to the design, we can edit the design. And as you can see, we've got this very familiar email builder, like we have for the emails, for building our email, and like we use for our landing pages as well. Now, if that's not the right template, as we can see, the social media links are not correct. We can go down to template, and we can go to our save templates as before, and we can pick our default template. I'll give you a message to say it's going to try and automatically transfer the copy from the current template to the template that you're choosing. So we just click on change template. Okay, that's better. Our footer links are correct. We've got the video section that we set up. So yeah, we can now build our welcome email. What do we want to send to everybody that joins up? If this is for a specific offer, it's not for that. This is just a welcome email for everybody. So you could put a video in there saying, hey, you know what, really appreciate you being here. This is what you're likely to get out of being in the group or being on my list. And then put some text in, and build the email content that you want to put in. Okay. And once you're done, again, you can go through the normal steps like you can with a normal email. We can preview and test. We can save it as a new template. We can return without starting the automation yet. But if we're happy with it, we can click on save and continue. And yeah, once it's all done, we either finish later or start sending. Okay, and we're going to start now. Okay, that's your first automation started. Like I say, just as a reminder, this email will go out to anybody who signs up to go into your audience, who subscribes to your newsletter or whatever. Anybody who sort of signs up will get this email. So if somebody purchases a product and you've got it set to send information over to MailChimp, they will also get this email as well. So think about the process. If you want the final welcome email turned on, you're right back in the preparing section. We discussed the process. Do you want that final welcome email to come on, or do you want specific individual emails to go out depending on where people sign up? If you're just doing a newsletter, then it's a great place. It's a great thing to have on because you can just give somebody some information straight away and just say, you're going to hear from me within towards the end of the month when I deliver the monthly newsletter. But if you're running different campaigns for different offers and different products and things like that, you maybe not want to use this. You want to have individual emails related to where people sign up, what products people buy, etc. So we're going to start looking at that in a bit.